Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. Today I am making some no-sew frayed edge napkins to go with our gorgeous placemats for the Summer BBQ Series. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these napkins when you pre-wash your fabric. Since we've pre-washed our fabric, I can simply make a little snip and rip my fabric because it's going to tear right along the grain and I won't have to cut anything out with a rotary cutter, scissors, or anything. So let's go head over to the cutting table and we'll make our little snip and then we'll do our rip. I'm going to start by measuring my fabric at 15 inches square. I'm going to use the blue gingham and the red gingham from the Red, White, and Sweet fabric line from benartex Fabrics. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put my blue fabric here on the cutting mat and I'm going to make just a little snip at the 15-inch mark. Now, if you still have your selvages on your fabric like I do mine, make sure you do snip through that selvage because that's not going to rip very well. But the rest of it, now that we have our 15-inch wide piece, I made one little snip down towards the edge where the selvage is just so I can rip that off. And now I'm going to put this piece back on my cutting mat, again measure to the 15-inch mark and make a little snip and rip. Here's one more, so we're going to make another 15-inch measurement. Just a little snip, and I'm probably snipping in maybe half of an inch and then ripping. Now this is going to go on my scrap pile for another project coming up. All right, now we're going to use the red fabric. Let me swing you down so you can see those snips. All right, like I said, I do still have the selvage on this piece of fabric. So when I make my snip, I am going to go all the way through that selvage, just up at the 15-inch mark, just maybe half of an inch, maybe it might even just be a quarter of an inch, just a little snip. And then you can simply take it and rip your fabric. Now these are my leftover pieces, so that's going to go over in my fabric pile. And then this one, I'm going to take, oh, and remember we want to get the selvage off of there first, so we're going to make a little snip right towards the edge, just enough to rip that selvage off. We're going to put this back down on our mat. This is when, if you have a little one around that likes to help in the craft room, this is a great thing for them to do, because if you make the snips, if they're not old enough to trust them with scissors and measuring, then you can make the snips and then they can rip the fabric for you. This next step will be great for kiddos too. All right, so we have our 4 napkins made. Again, this is scrap, and we're just going to put that over in the fabric pile, and we will use that in another project coming up. All right, so to fray the edges of your napkins, what you're going to do is you can do this from the front or the back. It doesn't really matter. I've found that with printed fabrics, I like doing this from the back just because then I can see the strands a little easier. And I like using a stiletto. You can definitely use a pin or a needle or something like that. I found my stiletto works really well. And you just start at one edge and kind of start loosening the threads. And if you get them going good enough, then a lot of times you will be able just to pull them out. And then you're just going to keep doing that on every edge of your napkin until you're about, it really just depends on how much of a fray you want. I usually go somewhere between a quarter and a half of an inch, but if you want more of a fray, you can. If you want less of a fray, you can do that as well. I just found that that measurement typically will, it's not going to fray anymore when you wash it and things like that. It's going to, kind of be stable, I guess, is what I would say. And you can see, you'll be able to start seeing in your fray if the thread breaks, you'll be able to see in your fray if the thread is, partially down the side or whatever. So yeah, that's the process. And now I'm not going to lie to you, this does take a little bit of time, but it's something that if you have something to get rid of the strings in, I feel like you could definitely do this sitting in front of the TV, or, waiting in a doctor's office, I guess. But take something to put the strings in because there are a lot of strings, and this is from the 4 napkins, so there's a lot of threads, I guess, that you're pulling out of this woven fabric and to make that frayed edge. And really, when you get done with this, when you're happy with the fray, your napkins are ready to use. And you can just, fold them however you want, launder them, however many times you need, etc., etc. And they are great. 100% cotton fabric is great for cleaning up spills. So just, take a little time and fray some edges. So I think that I'm pretty happy with this. I might take a few more out on a couple sides here, but I think it's pretty good. I like folding them with the fray out because look how cute. I hope this quick tutorial shows you how you can make your own no-sew frayed edge napkins with just a little bit of patience and a little bit of tearing of fabric, which is super fun. Don't forget to pre-wash your fabric. It's going to tear easier and it's going to be a lot easier to pull the strands out of the cloth. So make sure you do that. And then don't forget that you just need to snip a little bit and then rip that fabric, and it's going to rip right along the grain. Now, I am speaking about fabric that is 100% quilting cotton or 100% cotton fabric. So if you use a different type of fabric, make sure you Google that and see if that method is going to work for that type of fabric as well. I'm really excited to share with you all of the other projects in the Summer BBQ series. I hope that you tune in for all of the other videos that are coming soon. Before wrapping up, once again, I just want to tell you that I am using the red, white, and sweet fabric line from benartex fabric. Today we only use the red and blue gingham, but behind me you can see other fabrics from that line in the first project in the series, which are the placemats. So stay tuned till the next video because we're making a trivet to protect our tabletop. There's a lot of other great projects coming up, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click the bell for notifications and you'll be one of the first ones to know when the videos drop. Until next time, find joy in all you do, carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember, it's always better when you make stuff up.